Hey everyone, this is J-Dog here with another video. Recently I brought back one segment called Black in Business, where that episode show or segment will be focusing on black businesses or black entrepreneurship or black people involved with business and economics. But now I'm going to bring back another segment that has been a while. This might be a long video, but there's like 3 stories that I want to cover in one. I'm bringing back BFT News. That stands for Black Film and Television News. That's when I focus on people within the black community, whether you love them or hate them, but are involved in the movie and television industry. Whether it's big time Hollywood but involves a black person, or independent projects in the film and television industry being done by those in the black community. I will also talk about if a certain award is happening involving with such field as film or television. And I'll even talk about maybe the critic site strategy in this segment as well. So I got 3 stories I want to talk about. I won't talk about the whole story, but if you want to read the articles, I will leave the links to them in the description box and maybe even the comment section. So, I know I'm on my website desktop screen, but here's one thing. Alright. So Black Panther did not win the Golden Globes. Yeah, we're still bummed out about that. But first of all, like I said, I think I said this in a live stream. I think I talked about this story in a live stream. We don't need to win no Golden Globes. But a movie about another black superhero did win Golden Globe. And that is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I say this for a number of reasons. Number 1, Miles Morales ends up taking the mantle of Spider-Man, and yes, he is a black Hispanic superhero. Yeah, there were multiple Spider-Mans in the movie because it focuses on the Spider-Verse storyline from the comic books, which helped introduce the character in the late 2000s, but he was the main hero. And he fights the bad guy, spoiler alert, does fight the bad guy at the end of the film alone. Like I said, spoiler alert. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about one of the directors of the film. You see, mostly animated films will have more than one director or creator. And one of them is this man right here, by the name of Peter Ramsey. He made history because he was involved as the first black director of a major animated film. And I'm not an independent film, animated film, but like one from like a big corporation like Sony Animation or Disney or DreamWorks Animation. See, we don't have a lot of black directors in the animation business or black producers. But this one, I know the Golden Globe goes to like maybe producer or something. I think it goes to director, I'm not sure if he was also a producer. But this man right here made history to be the first black director of a major animated film, which I just mentioned. He's also the first black director to be involved with an animated film that won. This film won a Golden Globe. Now, we heard that Spider-Man has. I didn't watch the Golden Globes. I just looked at the highlights. Or I just read the articles like this one. But I didn't watch the show. And you know what? Even if I didn't care, even if that, even if this movie didn't win, I wouldn't care, because this movie has already made tons of money. It's actually at $300 million in the box office, worldwide box office. It has a big Rotten Tomatoes score of 90, I believe, somewhere in the 90s, high 90s percentage of critics approving, and that's the same amount of percentage of audiences in the audience score approving on Rotten Tomatoes, and made $300 million so far by the time I'm posting this video. There is rumors that it could reach $400 million if it has a good run, continues a good run in the box office for the next few weeks and months. So for this man, I want to congratulate this man right here, Peter Ramsey, for making history at the Golden Globes. We hope that other award shows will also recognize what you've done. Now, like I said, even though this might be a long video, I might not read the whole article, so I'll give you a link to the article if you want to read it for yourselves, because I got another article to look at. We've heard of Game of Thrones, right? Well, there's a spin-off series coming, but with a diverse cast, and you see 3 black actors might be chosen for this spin-off of Game of Thrones. Now, I might read a little of this article because I really don't know. And so, it's a full steam ahead for the first multiple Game of Thrones spin-off that are set up at HBO. So it's multiple Game of Thrones spin-offs. The first one, which is untitled as of now, has finalized its series regular cast. We don't know a lot so far about the series, but we do know that it's a prequel, so it takes place in some of the events before the main series, set thousands of years before the events of Game of Thrones. On Tuesday, HBO announced the rest of the main cast who will join the series. Topliner Naomi Watts, who will portray a charismatic socialite hiding a dark secret. Unlike its parent series, this title spinoff, which has just a pilot order right now, will have more diverse cast. 3 black actors make up the main cast, including Naomi Eki, who will star in the upcoming Star Wars. That's probably another story. Sheila Etim and Ivano Jeremiah have also been cast as regulars, so they're going to be like the main cast of those spinoffs, or at least one of them. John Whitehouse, Denise Gow, Jamie Campbell Bower, Alex Sharp, Georgie Henlil, and Toby Redbo round out the main cast. Some of the reasons why I might not be reading this clear because I haven't cleaned up the screen on my computer. Since we don't know much about the series as a whole, no other characters' descriptions are known right now either. Here's the and I guess this is a potential series. Only one thing's for sure from the horrible secrets of Westeros, history of the two origins of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend. It's not the story we think we know. Amit won a Oliver Award for her role in The Girl of the North Country, and Jeremiah as appearing in Humans and Black Mirror. So what they're saying is a more diverse cast, so you'll be seeing some of these black actors in Game of Thrones. As you know, one thing that recently that was talked about Game of Thrones was the lack of diversity, which I didn't care. I mean, it's set in almost a Middle Earth time period, like England or France, but with creatures and stuff. So, you know, it's going to be mostly white. And the one of the other issues is when when dark-skinned characters and black characters did appear, they were like the slaves. So that was another thing that was a big issue that some of the black community and maybe some other communities of so-called color were not happy with. Which is understandable. But we'll see what happens. We don't know exactly about these series, and we still haven't had what's going to be the true importance of these actors and their characters. Alright, now there was one more thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, should have been more prepared. This one right here. Now you may know this woman, this young girl, from a little show on the ABC network called Blackish. She plays one of the twin siblings and the youngest daughter of the two main characters, Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellen Ross's characters, Dre and Bo. Well, this woman right here could be the youngest executive producer in a Hollywood motion picture at the age of 14. In the spring, Little, which is supposed to be the name of the movie, will hit theaters featuring some of the biggest stars and will make history by 14-year-old Marsha Martin. Will hold the title as the youngest executive producer of a major Hollywood motion picture in history. Martin will also co-star in the film alongside Regina Hall. Martin has the idea of the film when she was just 10 years old after falling in love with the Tom Hanks film Big, then pitched the idea to Blackish executive producer Kenya Barris. And it looks like this is the trailer. I haven't really seen the trailer or know anything about the movie. And it looks like Issa Rae is going to be in this. Like I said, I'm not going to really read this whole article, but it's mainly focused on this girl right here. The focus is on this girl right here, the actress from Blackish. But if you want to see the trailer, just click on, I'll leave the link to this article, and then you could probably click on the trailer. This is a Universal movie, so if I click on this trailer and play it, I could have a copyright strike against me. So, Like I said, I'll leave a link to the article, and if you, it does have where you can watch the trailer here. So, but that's all I have to say for now for these. So this is me bringing back my segment, BF&T News. I hope to continue. The last time I did a BF&T News segment was when I talked about Winston Dukes. As you know, he's going to be in an upcoming movie called Us. But I think that was when I also talked about that he was going to be doing a movie where a biopic where he portrays Kimbo Slice. And I didn't really make no other segment or episodes of BF&T News until just now by just uploading this video. And there was just so many stories. But I hope to bring focus on continuing this segment. So this was really me just bringing back the segment. But that's all I have to say for now. I hope you enjoyed the segment. Leave a comment in the comment section. And that's all I have to say for now. Make sure you like the video. Share the video if you have to. But thank you for your time. I know this was one of my longest non-live stream videos, but yeah. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.